Hello fam, welcome back to another exciting video. In today's video, as I promised in my earlier video, I promise I'm going to share with you some 3 reasons why these Canada student visas are usually refused. And without wasting much of your time with talks, let's go right into the video. I'm not a licensed immigration officer or consultant or whatever. I share these videos because of informations that my friends do share with me and my personal experience. So I've observed that these 3 reasons are why Ghanaians, Africans, or whoever is applying for a study visa in Canada is rejected. And one of the reasons is insufficient funds. Okay, so someone would ask, what does it mean? It means the funds you are proving to be the funds to support you whilst in Canada is not enough. And then someone would ask me, what is the amount that is enough? Canada is asking you to prove your 1-year tuition fees and then your $10,000 for upkeep and accommodation and all that. But let's be very practical here. If you are an admissions officer or a visas officer or whatever, and then I'm going to study in a college in Canada and my academic year tuition fee is, let's say, $20,000. So in Ghana cedis is 200,000 Ghana cedis. Let me use the Ghana cedis and then the dollar. So let's say assume it's 20,000 Ghana cedis, sorry, $20,000, and in conversion to Ghana cedis is 200,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, so my upkeep is also 10,000 Ghana cedis, that's 100,000 Ghana cedis. And I present to you a bank statement of my dad, and the bank statement has got 300,000 Ghana cedis. It means that bank statement is as per what you are asking me to provide. But then again, let's look at this in a different way. If your dad is having 300,000 Ghana cedis in his bank account in Ghana and he's working, and he wants to sponsor your fees and take care of you whilst you're in Canada, let's be very practical. So do you mean your dad is going to empty his account because of you? And probably that is the only bank account your father is having, or your uncle, whoever is sponsoring you, is having. You think it is wise to say they are going to empty their account? Meanwhile, you have stated that you have brothers who are in school, you have a mom and whatever. So it is not practical. So someone would ask me, how do you show sufficient funding? For me, with my little information, I think it should have a bank statement that's times 4 of your school fees. So let me still use the fees I was talking about. $20,000 equivalent to 200,000 Ghana cedis for a year for your fees. So if you're showing your bank statements, if it's times 4, that is 800,000 Ghana cedis. So if you're having a bank statement that has 800,000 cedis, then if you meet all the other conditions, you are good to go to get your study visa. Fine. Someone would also ask, okay, my dad doesn't have that money and I'm not sure he can get that balance forever. Maybe, but I still want to come. I want to let you know that the sponsors are not, they are not titles for just fathers. Someone can be sponsored by the godfather, the foster father, the father's friend, the uncle, the auntie. So far as the person is providing all letters and documents and probably affidavits to show that he or she is going to sponsor you, you are good to go. So if your dad is just having 100,000 Ghana cedis and because of that you can't use your dad's account, it means probably your dad is ready to pay your school fees and everything, but your dad doesn't have that money standing. So what you do is that, fine, you would talk to your uncle, he gives you all the documents needed to use him as a sponsor, and then either your dad or your uncle will still pay your fees for you, and that is cool. If you don't meet a certain level of funding, you would always be rejected for insufficient funds. I hope this is enough information. Okay, I don't want to speak as though I'm a consultant. I am not, All right, so another reason why you can be denied your visa or refused your visa is insufficient home ties, proving of home ties. What is home ties? You know, even though when you come and study in Canada, after studying, the Canada government has a route for you to become a PR, and for you to work, later become a PR, and then even become a citizen. That system is in place over here. But when you are applying back home, you should apply with the intention of returning. That is why we have what is called home ties. So home ties is whatever is pulling you back home, whatever would let you, in a way, inform the visa officer that, hey, I just need your visa to come study. I have a lot to do at home. So one of them is family. If your family members are all based in Accra, Ghana, or are based in any part of Africa or wherever, it means when you get a chance to come study in Canada, it's for sure that you're going to go back home. That is not enough. If you have a job offer currently and you've asked for a study leave, it means the job is waiting for you to come study in Canada and use what you have learned to go help back home. Also, if you have a landed property, you have a property in Ghana, probably your dad is very old, your dad has a property, and there's a will in your name that you would inherit that property, it's still good home ties. What you're trying to tell the visa officer is that, hey, my dad has this property, I'm the next of kin, and I'm willing to develop this property or develop this land after 2 years of coming to study in Canada. I'll come back to Ghana and do that. If you have strong political affiliation, you can also use it as home ties, because politics is a big deal in Ghana. And if you are, let's say, a member of the communication teams of PKP, you want to tell Canada officer that you want to come study, and when you are done, you go back to help build your political party, and it makes sense. If you have strong affiliation with your church, you can use your church as home ties. If you are married, you can use your wife as home ties, or your small family, that, oh, okay, so you just got married, or you've been married for 2 years, 3 years, and you want to come study to upgrade yourself, and that you'll be joining your family back home to make more babies, and all. They are all home ties. Just think about something that will drag you back home. I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to be very professional in the presentation so I don't go overboard. Yeah. So the next reason for refusal that I've realized is that when there's inconsistency in your application. With the Canada visa application, you fill a lot of forms from start, and then you should be very careful of the information you put in there. For example, you type that your dad's name somewhere. You type that your dad's name is Kojo Mansa, and then you are presenting your dad's visa, and it's Kwabna Dodu. I nearly said before, Kwabna Dodu. There's so much inconsistency over here. Probably you typed in somewhere that you are 18 years and you submitted your passport, and your passport says you are 20 years. You're not serious. These are small mistakes that can, push you to your early grave in terms of visa, not death. Okay, so take note of that. When you're filling your forms, take your time. Let your storyline be very, 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 very consistent, and it's going to help you. One last bonus is one reason for refusal is misrepresentation. Misrepresentation is trying to be who you are not. For example, you fake a document and used to apply for your visa, bro, you'll be banned. Don't fake for Canada. These guys are very smart. I don't call them guys. These bosses are smart. You can't afford to use a fake document and enter this country. Don't be smarter than the system. Try as much as possible to get all your documents right. Make a good application. Come with a clean mind and come enjoy the beautiful land of Canada. Thank you very much for watching this video, If I've been very helpful to you in your application, please share my video, help me go viral, help me get more views, and together we'll make a world a better place. Signing out again. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.